You want to know what's the best headset you should probably spend your money on with a great battery and an absolutely fantastic microphone? It's this right here. This is the Logitech G522. This is honestly one of my favorite headsets. It's got one of the best, absolute pristine microphones on the market. The sound is really good too. You gotta do some tinkering here and there, but the sound is really good. And there's some caveats. We're going to get into that more in this review. Also, big thank you to Logitech for sending this over to me for review. And if you want to pick one of these up, links will be down in the description down below. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the review of why you should probably pick up this headset. The G522 aims to be a balanced, versatile headset. It supports wired 2.4 GHz wireless via dongle and Bluetooth. It works across PC, PS5, Switch, and mobile. And out of the box, it sounds clean, but leans more towards clarity than it does boom. The big standout has got to be the microphone. And I'll talk about that in a minute, so just hold on. You can plug in via USB-C for a wired connection or use the included USB-A dongle for 2.4 GHz wireless, and Bluetooth is also built into the headset. Now, on the headset, you get a power on and off switch with auto shut off, a mode toggle to go between Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz, a volume wheel, as well as a mic mute button. So here's where my gripe with this headset lies. There are no media controls, and switching from auto shutdown is a bit clunky at times. You have to power off and power back on again. The mic is where the G522 really shines. It's detachable and flexible. It covers the 70 Hz to 20 kHz, and the clarity is excellent. It delivers detail, especially in voice and mids, and you will get some sibilance, those harsh S sounds and the background noise rejection. I also got to admit, that's a little bit weak, though that actually helps preserve a more natural tone. Inside, it uses 40mm Pro G drivers, which are 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Now, these aren't the same tough graphene drivers that you see in some high-end models, but that's not necessarily a negative. Now, if you're curious as to what the G522 sounds like, do this whole section right here using just the microphone on this alone, and then we can circle back around and we can talk more about this. Let's go ahead. So right now you're hearing the microphone on the Logitech G522 gaming headset. And I have to say, I'm really shocked as to how this microphone sounds. Like, it's something. It's not going to compete with anything like a XLR microphone, such as the Neatmic's King B2 that I use for almost everything, or the Shure SM7DB that I have at my other station. This is something that I feel like, compared to other microphones on the market of headsets, is absolutely clear. Now, there is different things you can tinker with. If you have the Logitech G app or the G Hub app, you can literally go in there, you can change things such as your noise gate, noise reduction, high pass, de-esser, de-popper. There's so many different things, and there's a bunch of different curated presets such as AM radio, broadcaster 1 and 2, default, which is kind of what I have it on now, FM station, night whisper, and then you can also do custom presets. You can do custom presets. You can create your own. You can download a bunch that the community have made, such as if you want one for podcasting or anything like that. And the thing that just really blows me away is just how clear it sounds. Like, I can't get over how clear it sounds. And, if you want to tinker with it, so it's got complete noise reduction and rejection going on, you can do that. Or if you want to pair with other software, such as NVIDIA Broadcast, or if you have a Apple device that's got the built-in audio noise cancellation for microphones built into it, or if you want to use something like Crisp AI, the options are yours. And it's just absolutely amazing that this is so possible with this microphone on this headset. Like, I'm really blown away. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. You let me know what you think of this microphone down in the comment section down below. The G522 is easy to listen to over long sessions. No fatigue. That said, it's pretty tame out of the box. Bass doesn't have a lot of punch, and the treble is a bit conservative. The mids are more forward, which helps for games and voices, but the soundstage is, and this responsiveness are really limited. There's also no noise rejection like a lot of headsets have, where it's just, it's got the active noise cancellation on it. So don't go into this expecting ANC if that's something you're looking for. The G522 is all plastic and weighs about 290 grams with mic attached. It's about 277 grams without it. The headband lacks padding and there's no height adjustment other than the two options that you can switch this to. And then when it comes to the ear cushions, they are large and cloth based. They're comfortable, breathable, but not the softest that I've experienced so far. They leak sound both ways, so you'll hear ambient noise and your neighbors might hear you, truthfully. Build-wise, it feels budget. There's no swivel or premium materials either. But it is light enough to not strain your neck too much. Through Logitech G Hub, you can set EQ profiles for both headphone and mic, and the headset stores your presets so you can use them even on consoles via the phone app. Now, RGB lighting does exist, but it's kind of modest. There are two zones for this RGB, and they're both a bit of a small light strip. I do have to say that the RGB behavior does get weird when there's no audio activity, so keep that in mind. It reverts to a default blue glow. Not impressive, but it does something. And honestly, I think that this is one of the aspects of it. Like, yeah, a lot of people would expect, more of an RGB. But this is where I'm going to look at this a little bit differently, because I think that the reason it's so minimalist is because what they're trying to do with this is cater this not just to gamers, but probably also to people like me who are gym goers and also office spaces too, because I could definitely see this. If you're in an office space and you got a headset, do you really want to have like a full spectrum of RGB lighting? Probably not. So that's one thing. It's just something I assume. I could be completely wrong on this, but that's just kind of how I'm looking at it. So yeah, maybe you view it that way. If you do, let me know down below. Logitech claims up to 40 hours of battery with default lighting, or 90 hours with lighting turned off. And honestly, in my testing, I drained about half the battery over the course of probably 2.5 weeks of casual use. So to me, I would say that's pretty spectacular. Some people would say that that's just serviceable. That's not, the upper echelon. But I think, especially if you're a casual consumer and you're looking to pick up this headset, that's a great lifetime for a battery on this. Especially, it just depends on how often you're using this. Like, again, if you're using this literally 8 hours every day, yeah, you're going to be fine. I'm not at my desk all the time, but at the time I am here, I do be using this headset. So it's probably like 4 or 5 hours a day tops. So yeah, I mean, it works for me. Your use case might be different. So what's the bottom line? The number one reason to get the Logitech G522 is the mic. It's outstanding in its class. Everything else, build, audio, battery, comfort, it's adequate. It's not premium, but that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. At launch price, which is $160 at the time of this recording as well, I'm kind of mixed on whether or not to tell someone that they need to go out and buy this. You not only better audio, if not slightly worse, but still serviceable, and also gives you active noise cancellation, probably at the same or lower price. I'm a bit mixed on whether or not I should say just go out and buy this. I'm a little mixed, but yeah. That's where I'm at with this. Thank you guys for watching this review of the Logitech G522. If you guys liked it and you want to pick this up, and links will be in the description down below. So, shout out to Logitech for sending this over for review. But the biggest question here, the biggest incentive I need to know is, what do you think of this headset? Do you like it? Do you have it? Do you recommend it, or do you prefer alternatives? Whatever your thoughts are, get the conversation going in the comment section down below. And also, if you enjoyed this video, not only like and subscribe, but hit that hype button. It helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. It's tough in these streets these days. So with that being said, catch you guys on the next one. Stay safe, be blessed, have aloha. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.